And I remember, when we talked the first time, you had thought that Q2 2023 was going to be like the right time to buy a car, where you get the best deals. It seems like that's been pushed out for a lot of the reasons that you've mentioned here. And I'm guessing, as you said, you see it less now, that there's going to be a capitulation in the moment in the market and prices all of a sudden just drop hard. Sounds like you're seeing it more of just sort of a slow grind downwards. Is that true?
Correct.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: in terms of what you think should happen, and we'll have you back on the program again and again, lucky to give us updates, so you can tell us what actually is happening along the way. But in terms of what you think should happen, if somebody's in the market for, let's say, buying a car at some point in the next year, where do you think prices should go down to, based upon all the major issues we've been talking about here?
Well, the good news is I believe that consumers will get better pricing, but the downfall is the financing part is probably going to be the biggest hiccup. So even though you save $5,000-$10,000, if interest rates go up another 2 to 3%, you're still going to pay that on the back end. So the affordability problem is still there. I think that now that more manufacturers are actually starting to offer rebates and kind of give some of these cars away, I think that's a great incentive. I do see people towards the end of the year getting a much better deal, because as these banks start to really tighten down on that lending, all these captive banks that these manufacturers have, like Toyota Financial, GM Financial, stuff like that, they're going to be so desperate to move cars that I believe not only are they going to give you cars at or under MSRP, but they're probably going to give you low single-digit interest to capture that business, to get that car off their dealership's floor. And we're almost going to get back to where we were in 2019. Now, people thought we're nuts for saying this. There's no way it's going to happen, but you can literally, I'm not even joking, you can drive by any Dodge, Jeep dealership. They're full of cars. I've seen Nissans piling up. Mazda just came out of the woodworks. Actually, the third of those cars you talked about, the 2000 cars that are under 25K, the third of them are all